Hi everyone, my name is Brianna and today we are going to be looking at a very popular tool called Flippity.net. So Flippity.net is an online resource that is available for teachers and students alike to use. The entire premise of this online tool is that there is a lot of interactive tools and games and study resources that can be used for students to use and create their own, or teachers to use and provide interactive learning environment for their students online. So I wanted to talk about a couple of my favorite things about Flippity.net. It is actually an extension or an add-on, I should say, for Google. So you can see right at the top here, it already says you're using Google Spreadsheets right away, and that's something I really appreciate because Google friendly add-ons and extensions are always helpful when it comes to being user-friendly and being something that you can a lot of times find an answer to through online resources. So that's one thing that I've really appreciated about Flippity.net. And another thing that I've really appreciated about it is that it kind of holds true to the same style of Google in the sense that it has a lot of templates provided for you. So Google understands that there are a lot of resources that take extra time to create when really you just need the resource and then the content that you have can be added to that. So when I found this tool, it reminded me of when I use Google Docs templates or when I use Google Slide templates. This is another tool, but these are a lot of interactive online tools that can be helpful for students and teachers when trying to make learning more engaging and exciting. So as you can see, there are several options right off the bat. There's a scavenger hunt option, there's flashcards, there's timelines, there's typing tests, there's word scrambles and puzzles and searches and games like bingo or memory games and matching games. There's mix and match. There's fun things like even doing Mad Libs. So there are several ways that you can make the learning interactive and fun. And that's something that we're going to talk about a little bit more today. So one of the first things I wanted to point out to you is that something I found really helpful and beneficial about Flippity.net is that there's two options. So the one that I would most recommend to you is to do the add-on, the add-on that goes with Google. So if you haven't done so yet, you would click the Flippity add-on here. I already have it downloaded and attached, so I'm not going to show you that part right now, but that would put it with you on your Google account so that you're able to use it easily. But something that I really appreciate that Flippity has provided is the skip the spreadsheet option. So skip the spreadsheet essentially means if you're in a hurry, if you don't have a Google account for some reason, or if you're not very comfortable navigating with different spreadsheets, that you would go to this option. So let me just give you a sneak preview of what that would look like. So skipping the spreadsheet would take you right here, and you can see they already did a sample for you, but there are only certain tools that you can use for this one because it is such a quick tool that you're able to use. So this wouldn't be something that you would want to continually come back to and have to retype things in, but it would be helpful if you were in a really quick hurry and you just needed to get something down. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to type in some names here and pretend like I need to come up with a random name picker. Maybe I need to pick someone who's going to be the line leader today, and I'm in a hurry. So I'm going to go ahead and type in some names, and we will go from there. So, okay, so I have some names typed in. I'm going to do a random name picker. And then look how quickly that creates the wheel. So then I would click it to have it start. And let's say the line leader for today would be Layla then. So that's something that I could do really quickly, or maybe if I was in a hurry or I needed a sub to do that, I could have that be the case as well. So that's one thing that I really appreciate about Flippity.net is that there is the option if you're in a hurry to be able to skip using a spreadsheet. And I think that's really important to note because there are times where we feel a little rushed or a little behind and we wish we could have something already put together and we don't. So this could be really helpful in that sense. So here's a few other things that I just wanted to point out before I show you a sample. If you notice at the bottom of each of these little rectangle template areas, there's three buttons. There's the demo, the instructions, and the templates. So I really have appreciated these tools because the first one is just what it sounds like, a demo. So they already have one prepared that they share with you and they kind of give you what the outcome of it would look like. They show you how you can change the colors, how you can make it look different however you want. So they show you what that looks like and the different options that come with that. So by creating the flashcard option, look at all the things that I can make go with it. This is really cool. It gives you an opportunity to really expand the online interaction that your students will see. The second thing is the instructions part. So you want to make sure you're comfortable working with Google Spreadsheets, but if you're not, then here's the perfect place to do that. Right inside of the template that you were already working in, they have the steps for you to go through. They go one step at a time, and they tell you exactly where you need to go and how you need to get through each part of it. So from here, I also love the part that we have down here at the bottom, the frequently asked questions. A lot of times you have to search and kind of look through different places that that you have to get your answers to, whereas here they have all of them ready for you, and even they have some of them that you might not have thought of using yet, and it kind of gives you a great idea. So I really appreciated that, having all that information together. So I'm just going to give you a sample of what it looks like to actually walk through each of these steps. So the last button is the template button. So for the template, I would click it just like I would normally. And here's where it starts to look familiar. If you've used any type of template before to create a Google sheet or slide, it would look familiar here. So I'm going to go ahead and do make a copy. Okay, and as you can see, we have a sample here from flippity.net, and they've already put in some information that you could use if this is what you were looking for. Obviously, we're not looking for that, but they just give you an example of what you could be doing. They've already done the behind the scenes work, so they've already done the formulations, and they've already made it so that all you have to do is change what you need, and from here you are able to go to the next step. So what we're going to do is, after we've typed in our information, we're going to go ahead to our publishing steps. So let me show you one that I've already done. So this is one that I've already done and wanted to share with you. I created a flashcard template, and I edited it by putting in all of the mascots from the colleges and universities in Ohio, and then the corresponding universities and colleges that they go with. So before I can move on, the next thing I need to do is we're going to do our publishing part, which if you see down here, it says get the link here. We can't get there until we've done file and publish to the web. So this is an important step because it takes all of the stuff that you're working on. So we're going to say entire document. And we want it to be the entire document because it's what I've made. And I actually have published this one. So right here is where we would put published. Once you've published it, that's when you can go to get the link here. And then they'll have that link provided for you. So as you can see, here are my flashcards. I can go through, I can flip to the back side, I can study that way. One thing I wanted to point out is sometimes I know people have gotten confused if they forgot that step of hitting that publishing button. Right here, they remind you, don't forget to publish your spreadsheet first. And if there's an error, here's some things that are commonly happening that they have at the bottom of each of their templates. They also have a troubleshooting guide at the bottom of each of their templates, which makes it really helpful for students or teachers alike to be able to edit and fix things on the spot as they go. So for your activity, what I would like you to do is spend some time looking at flippity.net. A lot of the best learning that I've done from it is exploring and trying different templates that they have available. So I'd love for you to pick one and create something that you think would be helpful for your class, or something that just looks fun for you, and go ahead and submit that one when you get the chance. Okay, thanks so much.